Here lie James Gads, the great Gatsby. May God have mercy on your soul. Rest in peace, Osborne. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you have had. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments. But even I myself have my own limits.
I'm happy having you with us today, Nikki.
It's been a while.
Jordan, Nick, Jordan.
My pleasure.
So how's life in West Egg?
Quite no, actually, except for...
You live in West Egg? I know somebody there.
Well, honestly, I don't know a single...
You must know Gatsby.
Well, he's my...
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
Ah, look so dear.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Buchanan.
Oh, just call me Tom. I'm feeling old already. So, sorry for the long wait. I haven't been hot and cold to intercept. So, where were we?
Oh, we were just talking about West Egg.
West Egg? Well, I've the goddamn foolish idea to just live outside the East. You know, those West things, they're not just ready. They're not right enough to join our society. Say, have you heard the book called The Rise of the Planet Apes?
Tom Buchanan, an immensely wealthy man in the East Egg district of Long Island. We met a while back when we were in the same club at Yale. He demands moral standards from people around him, yet he hardly lives up to them. Despite having a wife, he has an affair with a woman downtown in New York. He once introduced me to this woman. Her name was Myrtle Wilson, wife of George Wilson, a grocery salesman.
See, I told you, it's very reliable.
Hi, honey.
Hello, dear. Nick Carraway, this is Miss Myrtle Wilson. Nice to meet you.
So, what brought you here today?
This is the love of my life, of course. So, do you want to meet at my apartment?
Now?
Yes.
You mean our department?
Whatever you like, dear.
Straight from Cuba to my special guest.
Oh,
I had a broker sneak it in through custom just for you.
you are my very reliable man, you know that? So, as usual, the tip, right?
This poor man
Adios,
unluckily
man.
has no idea what was happening behind his back.
Tom is getting very profound.
It's been scientifically proven. You see, if we don't look out, the white race
Jordan
is
Baker,
much.
the woman I knew 5 minutes ago. A competitive golfer, strong, charming, mysterious. Her look is a hook for many men. She's a childhood friend of Daisy Buchanan, my cousin, the very wife of Mr. Buchanan. At a younger age, she was extremely popular among the military officers as they stationed near home. One of them was essentially her lover, whom I later discovered was Jay Gatsby, the man living just across the bay in the West Egg. Odd enough, I happened to be his next-door neighbor. Every weekend, Gatsby would throw a party, attracting hundreds of people from all walks of life. From all streets of New York City, there were celebrities, morality protectors, billionaire playboys, gangsters and governments exchanging phone numbers. All these people came uninvited, except for me. Yet, like most of these people, I never knew who is Gatsby. Some say he's a German spy, others say he's an assassin. There are even rumors that he killed a man for leisure.
Excuse me, sir, do you know who's Mr. Gatsby?
If you are looking for Gatsby, you could have just asked me.
I didn't know you would come.
Why wouldn't I? It's a big party, and I like big parties.
It looks like an amusement park.
Well, perhaps.
Say, do you know who this Mr. Gatsby is?
Maybe, maybe not. But I'm not gonna tell you. It is what you get for not asking me in the first place.
But, okay. Excuse me, sir. Do you know who's Mr. Gatsby?
My apology. Perhaps I was not a good host, Osborne. You see, I'm Gatsby.
What? You?
Who finally met?
Mr. Baker, good to see you.
My pleasure.
I'm sorry. I must have been over drinking a little bit.
Oh, that's quite okay. Anyway, I'm taking my new Heritage Town tomorrow. Would you like to come with me?
What time?
Anytime that suits you.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Ohio's calling, Mr. Gatsby.
Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Now, please excuse me. Please make yourself home.
Oh, I'll show you around.
Say, how did you know Gatsby?
It's a long story. But he'll be asking you for a favor.
A favor? What kind of favor?
He wants to invite your cousin for tea.
My cousin. Daisy. Why?
It's a long story and I don't know where to start.
5 years ago in Louisville, she was playing around with the officer in the town. One of them catches her eyes. I wouldn't hear much from both of them as I was busy with my upcoming golf tournaments. As far as I knew, Gatsby went on to taking part in the war. They exchanged letters, but later she was married to Tom Buchanan of Chicago. They had a child. That is as much as I could tell you.
But that's a bunch.
Keep it to yourself. We shall meet again. Have a good night.
You see, my father owns business.
For the next couple of days, I was invited to 2 more of his parties. We met up now and then where he told me about his courage during the war, how his parents were multi-millionaires back in the Middle West. He also took me on trips on his custom-made Mazda 626 with an engine and hood overhaul. But as much as we met, I never knew much about this man. Until one night, Gatsby invited me to dinner and later on we stood on his dock.
Look, Osborne, what's your opinion of me anyhow?
Well,
I thought you ought to know something about me. I didn't want you to think that I was just some nobody. You see, Osborne, I usually find myself on music because I sit here and there trying to forget about sad things happen to me. I'm going to make a big request of you. That is about Daisy.
well, I had a talk with Jordan earlier. I'm glad to help you, Mr. Gatsby.
Wait, you do?
Yes, as long as it's achievable.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, I think the lawn can be changed a bit. I'll have some men work on it tomorrow.
4 o'clock, that is, Mr. Gatsby.
4 o'clock, that is. Good night. Thank you.
Till this day, I can still recall how Gatsby was reaching out the void in front of him, as if he tried to catch something. A green light in the direction of the Buchanan's mansion.
I'm going.
It's not your fault. She's not coming.
Excuse me, I'm getting some grocery. You two can talk. They were both shy at first, but as time went by, they talked without noticing my existence. It's nearly 6 o'clock.
Hey, come. I'll show you around.
Wish we could just run away together.
We could. I'll speak to both you and Mr. Buchanan soon.
Isn't it too sudden?
Well, just say what I've told you to, okay?
Chicago calling, Mr. Gatsby.
Oh, Mr. Caraway, would you mind escorting her back to her place?
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, old sport.
The next few days are the most peaceful ones at Gatsby's mansion. No more the massive parties, no more the waves of people coming in and out, but there was happiness, pure happiness. Gatsby also fired most of his men, because it's better to keep things out of clear sight. Daisy's husband, of course, was not happy with his wife disappearing now and then. Eventually, we were invited, along with Jordan,
Daisy,
to dine
what's
at the
going on?
Buchanan's.
Daisy, just tell him you can be in love with him. Everything's gonna be over.
Never? Daisy? Even back in Tapiolani? When I carry you on my shoulder from Punchbowl.
Daisy was torn between two men and she couldn't decide. She rushed out of the dining room, but Gatsby right after her. Things did not turn out the way we expected. What happened afterwards was unknown to us all.
Nick! Do you want some portion of this?
No thanks, I'm fine.
What about you, Jordan? Okay.
Later in the evening, we went into town to search for Daisy. There was an accident outside Wilson's store. It was a hit and run. The victim was no one other than Myrtle Wilson. Someone recognized the car model. It was a silver Mazda 626 with an engine and hood overhaul.
Wilson! What happened? Come on, man, tell me!
We were having a fight. She hooked up with some strangers. I've been suspecting this for years. Then she ran out and some bastard hit her with the hood of his car. What did she even do to deserve this?
Come on. Everything's gonna be fine. Actually, I know the one behind the wheel.
You do?
Yes. His name is Jay Gatsby. Daisy, what's wrong? Oh, come on. I'm missing phone calls and the new Wayman's place. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Always gonna be fine.
Aren't you coming in? We'll get a taxi for you later. It's only 6:30.
I said I'm fine. I had enough of all of you.
Osborne, hey,
Jay, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting here.
I see.
Did you see any accidents?
Yes, we all did. The woman you ran down was dead. How can you be such a coward? That's all you can ask.
There's no point stopping.
There's no point. Her life is no point.
I know it was my fault. It was all my fault. Now I want you to be very calm and hear me out. This woman just out of nowhere, she ran in front of us. It all happened too fast. She tried. I mean I tried. You know, Daisy was stressed out after the talk. She thought driving could help. We were driving fast downtown when the woman ran without looking. There was nothing we could do about it. But no one's to know it was Daisy who drove. Do you understand?
But I think it's best for you to stay away for a while.
Yes. Okay, Osborne, let me tell you a story.
That was the first time that Gatsby decided to reveal his absolute truth. There once was a boy named James Gass. His parents, they were poor farmers in North Dakota. He never accepted them as his parents. At 16, James would run away to chase his glory, to escape the reality he was in. One day, he spotted a yacht in peril at the coast of Lake Superior. He rowed out to rescue the drunk millionaire Dan Cody. They ventured together for 5 years on that boat, and he went by his new name,
And he went
Jay
under the
Gatsby.
name Jay Gatsby. You know, Osborne, I did not inherit his fortune, but had to dress, act, and talk like a gentleman. I soon joined the
Soon
military.
after he joined the military, there he met a woman named Daisy at the prom at a mansion in Louisville. His uniform hid away his pennilessness. He was mesmerized by her beauty to perfection. Daisy admired his charm and his gentleman acts. They got on so passionately and quickly as if nothing else mattered in this world, as long as they were together. And that is when he knew that his soul could go wild with ambitions no longer. He went into war soon after.
I wrote several letters to Daisy, in which I asked her to wait for me when I came home, and we would be together. We would find ways to make money.
I recognized how fascinating his dream could be. His ambitions are beyond a normal person's mind.
You know, Osborne, I imagined how we would struggle with using all the money.
All of these, the house, the parties, all these things he did is for a woman who lives across the bay, where the green light is. I wanted to tell him what I witnessed, but somehow I couldn't.
Daisy will call me tomorrow, and we will run away together. But you know, she's not gonna. She will. That's what she promised.
Well then, I hope so. Hey Gatsby! They are rotten crowd. Your work the whole name month put together.
I'm glad I complimented him that night, for those were our final words. Contrary to the weekly cosmopolitan atmosphere at Gatsby parties, no one came to visit him. I rang. I wrote. Not a single one from the sparkling crowd who enjoyed the hospitality attended the funeral. Not a single flower was sent to him on that day. And Daisy never came. Ignored Jordan. I was all he had, the only one who cares. Sometimes I went back to his dock, or I should say, which used to be his dock. I remember the image of Gatsby reaching out the void in front of him, where the green light was, where his lifelong incorruptible dream was. The moon rose higher as I stood there gazing the own brutal world. He had come a long way. His dream seemed so close that it was hard for him to fail to grasp it. Little did he know it was already behind him. Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It deluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch our arms further, one fine morning, so we beat on, boast against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord, heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. 'Cause I'm no prophet or Messiah. You should go looking somewhere high. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.